A lone figure stumbles into the darkness. He has no fear, only ambition. This is Lou Bloom, and from this moment, his hunger for success will consume everything in its path. Power shifts like sand in a hurricane. A flicker of defiance ignites in Bloom's eyes as he faces authority. Rules are meant to be broken, and this man is playing by his own set of brutal laws. From the shadows emerges a ruthless underworld, whispered in terms of stolen goods and cold hard cash. Bloom is no stranger to this game. His ambition has led him straight into its heart. A wall stands before Bloom, the gatekeeper of truth and power. He's been told he's a criminal, but Bloom will prove them all wrong. He craves the recognition, the spotlight, the power that comes with controlling the narrative. A cynical whisper cuts through the air, revealing the brutal truth of this world. Shock sells. The line between justice and sensationalism blurs as Bloom begins to understand the rules of the game. No morals, no limits. This is a world where profit reigns supreme. Bloom's ambition has become a wildfire, consuming everything in its path as he climbs towards the top. Lou, our protagonist, clings to this high-performance machine as his last hope for financial survival, desperately pedaling towards an escape from crippling debt. The bike becomes a symbol of Lou's unyielding desire to conquer the world, one frame at a time. A crushing blow, the shop owner's offer is a slap in the face, leaving Lou reeling from the harsh realities of his situation. This encounter leaves him wounded and desperate, fueling a relentless hunger for success that will consume him. Lou, wide-eyed and naive, stumbles onto a scene of chaos. He stands on the precipice of a dangerous new world, unaware of the shadowy forces he's about to unleash. With reckless abandon, Lou challenges the very fabric of authority, his voice trembling with a dangerous arrogance. This audacious act sets him on a collision course with the law and its unforgiving grip. The pressure mounts as life hangs in the balance, the air thick with desperation and urgency. Lou finds himself caught in the heart of the storm, a silent observer drawn into a maelstrom of violence and chaos. A thunderous roar echoes through the night. The officer's fury explodes, a testament to the volatile power struggles that define Lou's world. This brutal confrontation is the flashpoint, igniting a conflict that will test his limits and shatter everything he thought he knew. He walks into the room, eyes locked on his prize, the flickering screen of opportunity. This ain't no hobby, folks. This is Lou Bloom, a man with ambition carved in steel and hunger burning brighter than any studio light. He's here to play the game by his own rules. The blood splatters across the screen, painting a gruesome masterpiece. This ain't just footage, this is raw nerve, the kind that makes viewers grip their seats and beg for more. Lou Bloom knows what sells, what turns a stomach and sends shivers down your spine. She dismisses him, thinks he's a fly buzzing around her pristine world. But Lou Bloom ain't no insect. He's a viper coiled tight, waiting for the right moment to strike. This woman just handed him the bait. That's the sound of a deal being made, sealed with blood and desperation. Frank sees it now, the fire in Lou's eyes, the hunger in his grip on that tape. This ain't just footage, this is gold, pure and unadulterated. The wolves have bared their teeth, the truth twisted and molded to fit a narrative of fear. They feed on our darkest desires, selling us a lie we crave. Lou Bloom understands this game better than anyone. This ain't journalism. This is a bloodbath, a spectacle for the masses, a symphony of screams played on repeat. The cost of truth, your soul. Welcome to the dark side, Lou Bloom. Like a viper striking, Rick's simple command sets in motion the slow, insidious dance of manipulation. Lou becomes the puppet master, and Rick, unknowingly, is about to become his pawn in a twisted game for fleeting fame. Rick's admission of homelessness lays bare his raw vulnerability, making him ripe for exploitation. Lou sees weakness and seizes it, the power balance tilting precariously in his favor. Rick needs a lifeline, while Lou holds the rope. The words hang in the air like a guillotine's blade, delivered with chilling casualness. Lou's declaration marks a turning point, a descent into darkness for Rick. A chance at success is offered, but beneath the surface lurks an abyss of exploitation. Lou spins his web of deceit, twisting the truth into a seductive lie. Rick's desperation fuels his manipulation as Lou promises opportunity, masking his true intentions with a veil of corporate jargon. A wolf in sheep's clothing, preying on innocence. Lou's callous disregard for human suffering is laid bare, his eyes glittering with a hunger for sensationalism. He craves drama, he craves spectacle, even at the expense of genuine pain. A predator in disguise, stalking the shadows. Chaos reigns, the air thick with tension as Lou exerts his suffocating control over Rick. His words echo like a death knell, a reminder that Rick is now utterly at his mercy. The line between manipulator and victim blurs in this terrifying game of power. Here, Lou's obsession with television news begins to fester like a wound. He twists self-help tactics into justifications, blurring the lines between ambition and a dangerous disregard for ethical boundaries. This is a turning point, a descent into darkness where crime becomes not tragedy, but content. Lou's words drip with ambition, a cold steel glinting in the reflection of his ruthless pragmatism. This isn't praise, it's a declaration of war, a philosophy forged in the fires of ambition, where results outweigh empathy and every interaction becomes a strategic move. Their conversation hangs heavy with unspoken truth. Lou sees television news as an illusion of reality, one that holds a morbid fascination. Nina acknowledges its artifice without flinching, revealing a chilling detachment from the ethical implications. This is a dance on the edge of a razor, setting the stage for their perilous partnership. Nina's words cut like shards of glass, deliberately crafting a tableau of horror designed to ensnare the audience. It's a grotesque spectacle, prioritizing sensationalism over genuine empathy for the victims, a chilling reminder that truth is often sacrificed at the altar of entertainment. Nina spins the tragedy into a perverse narrative, framing it as a captivating spectacle. The language is calculated, designed to normalize violence and distance viewers from the real human cost, a chilling testament to the power of manipulation. The fragmented audio is a disorienting mirror reflecting Lou's fractured reality. A symphony of chaos drowning out any semblance of truth, it foreshadows the spiraling abyss he's willingly descending into. A chilling threat from Rick's boss, this ain't no walk in the park. The industry is a jungle, survival of the fittest. And failure here means oblivion. Lou's about to find himself knee-deep in moral quicksand. The officers are caught in a maelstrom, struggling against the chaos unfolding before them. Lou arrives at a scene ripped from the headlines, where adrenaline and desperation rule. He's got his work to do, and saving lives ain't on the agenda tonight. Joe Loader lays down the law, a veteran of this brutal game. This ain't some amateur hour, this is high-stakes, high-pressure business. Every second counts in this cutthroat world. Joe's offer is a siren song, luring Lou deeper into this treacherous world. He's giving him the tools to succeed, but what price will Lou have to pay for them? Joe's proposition is a dangerous gamble, power, wealth, and insider access at his fingertips. He wants Lou on board, but there's a darkness lurking beneath the surface of this tempting offer. Lou plays it cool, rejecting Joe's proposition with the air of someone who knows what they want. But this ain't over. Joe's got a way of twisting fate to his will. This rejection is just a stepping stone in a game that's far from played. Lou erupts, a viper revealing its fangs, laying bare his manipulative nature and the twisted game he intends to play. This ain't about business, sweetheart. He aims to dominate, wielding power like a loaded gun. Lou's words hang in the air, dripping with confidence bordering on arrogance. He sees Nina not as an equal, but as another pawn in his ruthless game of control. This relationship, it's a battlefield, and he's already claiming victory. A dangerous proposition unfolds, naked ambition laid bare. Lou twists Nina's anxieties into his own twisted weapon, offering her a poisoned chalice, success built on submission. This isn't love, it's an ultimatum delivered in a silken voice. The air thickens with tension as Lou reminds Nina of his worth, hinting at the precariousness of their situation. He plays the game master, dangling a lifeline while threatening to pull away at any moment. Lou's calculated words pierce Nina's defenses, exposing her vulnerabilities like an open wound. He knows her weaknesses, and he exploits them ruthlessly, leaving her trapped in a web of his own making. Nina's realization dawns, a cold clarity shattering the illusion. Lou's true colors are revealed, a predator disguised as a mentor. The stage is set for a confrontation, a battle of wills in the shadows. Nina's words hit Rick like a shot, raw and dangerous. This isn't just flirtation, this is a declaration of war. A battle for control that will leave no victor unscathed. Time is ticking, and Nina doesn't waste it. Every word is measured, every rope calculated. The hunt for the story is a brutal race against time, one where lives hang in the balance. Nina dissects Rick's truth with surgical precision, exposing his flimsy excuses for a world built on deceit. This isn't just a journalistic pursuit, it's a battle of wills, and Nina won't let him escape scrutiny. Beneath the surface, Rick is drowning in desperation. The pressure mounts and his grip on reality loosens. His plea for recognition reveals a wounded soul, fighting to survive in this cutthroat world. Rick's defiance is brewing like a storm. He feels trapped, questioning Nina's every move. The seeds of rebellion are sown, and their partnership teeters on the brink of explosion. Nina stares into Rick's soul, seeing both his potential and his self-inflicted wounds. A chilling truth hangs in the air. She knows him better than he knows himself, and their journey together is about to plunge them into darkness. Lou lays down the law, his voice a gravelly whisper that cuts through Rick's naivete. This ain't no game, Paul. It's a power play, a declaration that Lou controls the strings while Rick dances to his tune. Lou spins his web of deceit, twisting ethics into some twisted justification for his ruthless ambition. This man ain't playing by the rules, he's rewriting them with blood and betrayal. Like a cold-blooded viper, Lou reveals his strategy: manipulate, exploit, control. Rick is just another pawn in this deadly game, and the stakes are higher than he could ever imagine. Nina's voice cracks with a chill that cuts deeper than any blade. This ain't your average Tuesday, kid. The darkness has arrived and it's hungry for more. Lou savors the silence, letting the anticipation hang heavy in the air. He knows what this footage holds, and he relishes its power to break Nina's spirit. The clinking of cold, hard cash echoes through the room. This ain't about justice, it's about profit. Human lives are just another commodity in Lou's twisted world. In this opening salvo, Bloom lays bare his ruthless philosophy, a twisted morality built on sensationalism. He craves the carnage, exploiting tragedy for profit, even targeting the vulnerable with callous indifference to their legal status. Nina stands defiant, her ethical compass refusing to buckle under Bloom's monetary pressure. This clash of wills sets the stage for a deadly dance. Will Nina's integrity survive Bloom's relentless pursuit of power? Bloom, a master manipulator, dangles honeyed words while his true intentions simmer beneath the surface. His desire for more than just money whispers of an insidious plan, a dark web slowly ensnaring Nina. Bloom's hunger for legitimacy burns bright. He demands recognition, not just as a freelance operator, but as a kingmaker within the established media landscape. His ambition will stop at nothing. Bloom's voice hardens, his words laced with steel. This isn't a negotiation anymore, it's a declaration of dominance. Nina finds herself caught in a vice, her fate hanging precariously on Bloom's every whim. The hammer falls, Bloom lays out his terms, a ruthless businessman wielding power and leverage. Nina, trapped between ambition and conscience, is left to choose or submit or face the consequences. The air thickens with dread as they enter the nursery. A silent plea hangs heavy, a desperate hope that innocence remains untainted by this brutal act. The camera lingers on the crib, its emptiness a chilling testament to the darkness that has descended. This revelation throws a bombshell into the mix. These weren't just observers, they were on the front lines, thrust into the heart of the chaos before any official authority arrived. The line between witness and participant blurs, raising the stakes even higher. The weight of the evidence is crushing. The brutality laid bare demands a pause for reflection, a chance to grapple with the sheer savagery captured on film. But even as the screen fades to black, the haunting images linger in our minds. The walls are closing in. A shadow falls over the news crew as the authorities demand answers. This isn't just about reporting anymore, it's about survival. The clock is ticking. Every second amplifies the tension. Their actions are now under scrutiny, and the consequences could be devastating. He stands his ground, ready to face the music. The official narrative begins to emerge, piecing together the puzzle of this horrific crime. But as the facts unfold, one question remains. Who are these shadowy figures who dared to unleash such terror? The weight of his words hangs heavy. Lou Bloom isn't just a videographer, he's a predator drawn to carnage like moths to flame. His chilling admission that he entered a crime scene and exploited the tragedy for profit, this is where darkness takes root in his soul. A slick alibi, spun with practiced ease. Lou attempts to deflect responsibility, blurring the lines between innocence and calculated deceit. His blatant disregard for the sanctity of the scene is a glimpse into his cold, ruthless nature. The whispers of ambition begin to echo. Lou plants the seed of possibility in Rick's ear, a tantalizing offer that promises power and recognition. It's a dangerous game they're about to play, and the stakes are higher than either man could imagine. Words like honeyed daggers. Lou uses flattery as a weapon, manipulating Rick's insecurities to further control him. This is the start of their twisted dance, where power is wielded through veiled praise and carefully crafted illusions. The mask slips. Lou reveals his true intentions to prioritize profit over human life, delaying the police, creating a more dramatic spectacle for their cameras. This is where morals are cast aside, replaced by cold, calculating ambition. Lou's gaze is fixed on the dollar signs. He craves a bigger audience, a wider reach for his gruesome spectacle. Their exploitative nature knows no bounds. Tragedy becomes entertainment, and human suffering their ticket to fame. Rick lays down the law for Lou, whispering promises of power and wealth, a dangerous siren song that lures the ambitious into his web. This ain't no ordinary job, kid. This is the slow burn descent into a world where ambition is king and morals are expendable. The gloves come off as Rick lays bare Lou's soul, a cold, calculating machine devoid of empathy. This ain't just about the job anymore. It's about the darkness festering inside them both, threatening to consume everything in its path. Lou's voice cracks with calculated composure as he feeds the cops intel like a seasoned puppeteer. He plays the innocent bystander while watching the carnage unfold, orchestrating the dance from the shadows. Lou dances around the truth, leaving the cops dangling on a thread of doubt. Is he playing them? Or is this just the cold, hard reality of his world? Lou's words are as sharp as a blade, reflecting the callous indifference that has hardened him. Morality is a luxury they can't afford. Survival is the only game in town. The chasm between Lou and Rick widens, fueled by ambition and betrayal. Trust has been shattered, leaving behind a cold, desolate landscape where only self-preservation matters. A chilling revelation hangs in the air. Lou, staring into the abyss of his own soul, utters these words, a confession that tears through the veil of his facade. A detachment from humanity is blossoming within him, and resentment simmers, foreshadowing a descent into an ambition as ruthless as it is cold. The scoff echoes through the silence, a defiant challenge to fate. Lou slams the door shut, sealing his fate. His breath hitches in his chest, a flicker of fear beneath the mask of bravado. He's chosen this path, a dangerous game where ambition and terror dance hand in hand. Panic claws at Lou's throat as the sirens wail in the distance. He barks orders, his voice raspy with desperation, a man teetering on the edge of madness. The line between reality and ambition blurs, consumed by a single-minded obsession for the shot, no matter the cost. The words hang heavy in the air, devoid of remorse, stripped bare by cold, calculating indifference. Lou's humanity has withered away, replaced by an insatiable hunger for success. A chilling reminder that some men are capable of anything for their goals. A sinister normalcy permeates Lou's world. He laughs, a hollow sound amidst the carnage he has wrought. The line between life and death is blurred, and the casual conversation mocks the tragedy that unfolds around him. His isolation deepens, a terrifying testament to the darkness that consumes him. A chilling declaration hangs in the air. Lou, with eyes burning with ambition, claims this footage as his own, not evidence to be shared, but a prized possession. This exchange is a shot across the bow, a signal that Lou will play by his own rules, crushing anyone who stands in his way. The AD sees the drug detail as a mere distraction, a blip on the radar of their grand narrative. But Lou, the wolf in sheep's clothing, sees opportunity in every shadow. He knows that this raw, visceral element will fuel the fires of public fascination, pushing them closer to the edge of sensationalism. The detective's words are a viper's strike, piercing Lou's carefully constructed facade. Suspicions erupt like flames, consuming his carrot of objectivity. The walls are closing in, and Lou must scramble for cover, justifying his actions with twisted logic. Lou's words drip with deceit. He attempts to mask his predatory instincts behind the veil of professionalism, equating ethical boundaries with an act as heinous as murder. The line between right and wrong blurs further, swallowed by the chasm of ambition. A chilling confession from a man who thrives on tragedy. Lou's words are a testament to his twisted worldview. where human suffering is nothing more than fuel for his insatiable desire for ratings. This is a predator at work, reveling in the darkness. Lou's words are a siren song, luring unsuspecting interns into his web of manipulation. He promises success, but at what cost? This speech sets the stage for their descent into ethical ambiguity, a journey paved with ambition and deceit. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content.